Good evening everyone. This is part 15 of jQuery. Today we'll discuss about Ajax. Let us see what is this Ajax and what is the role of Ajax. Is it clear? The main part in jQuery is Ajax only. What is Ajax means? Ajax means asynchronous JavaScript and XML. The full form of Ajax is asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So let us see what is happening. We already know about web application. Is it clear? Web application means the application that was deployed on server and can be accessible via browser and internet. That type of application is called as web application. So after developing the application, we have to deploy the application on web server. So application consists of files. We already know. End user will access the application via browser and internet. This is your browser. Is it clear? So the communication between browser and server is due to HTTP protocol. HTTP is a communication protocol which is used to create the communication between client and server. It is responsible to send the request to the server and it is responsible to send the response back to the browser. Is it clear? It is a communication protocol. So generally here what will happen means the request will go to the server. Browser will send the request to what? Server in different ways. Browser will send the request to server in different ways. So when the request will go to the server means whenever the user will enter the URL or whenever user clicks on hyperlink button or whenever user clicks on submit button, then the request will go to the server. Is it clear? So for example, here I have this is my browser now. So user will enter the URL in the browser, something like this. The URL will be something like this: http://localhost:1086/ some index.html. This is your HTML page, let us assume. So whenever user will open browser and enter URL, then request will go to the server. And here let us assume here I have some hyperlinks: home, about us. Now whenever user clicks on home or about us, then also request will go to the server. Or whenever user clicks on submit button, here I have enter username, enter password, and here I have some buttons are there, some sign in button is there, something like this. So whenever user enter the input in the text boxes, here let us assume enter username one text box, enter password one text box. So whenever user clicks on sign in button, then also request will go to the server. So request can go to the server in different ways. One is by entering URL, one is by clicking on hyperlink, one is by clicking on submit button. So whenever the request is going to the server, here what will happen means the request is of basically two types are there. One is get request, other one is post request. Get request and post request. If the request is through URL or hyperlink, then HTTP will consider the request as get request. If the request is going to the server by clicking on submit button, then HTTP will consider the request as post request. Through URL or hyperlink, then it is get request. Through submit button, then it is post request. Is it clear? So get request will always response. Server will always give response to browser in different ways. One is HTML. Sometimes it will give output as data. Server will give the response in two ways. Sometimes it will give the response as HTML. Sometimes it will give the response as data. If the request is get request, then maximum the output is HTML. Let us assume that in server I have some files are there. One is index.html, other one is some home.html, other one is some about us.html, another one is some login.html. Okay, na? Like multiple HTML pages are there, or .aspx or .jsp pages are there. Server consists of application consists of files. So browser will interact with server. So multiple users will communicate with server by submitting the request to the server. We can submit the request to the server in different ways. One is by entering URL, one is by clicking on hyperlink, one is by clicking on submit button. So whenever the user will enter the URL, then request will go to the server. Or whenever user clicks on hyperlink, then also request will go to the server. That request is called as get request. So get request always response is HTML. Mostly get request response is HTML. For example, here you see user will open browser and enter URL and enter URL. Let us assume the URL will be something like this: http:// some localhost colon 1086 slash index.html. This is the URL. Now, whenever the user will enter the URL and press enter button, then request will go to server. And then what will happen? Server will search for index.html page, and index.html page will be loaded. Index.html will be loaded in browser. Okay, na? This is what happening. Similarly, whenever user clicks on home, then also request will go to the server. Now home.html page will be identified by the server, and that home.html will be loaded in browser. Okay, na? Similarly, here let us assume that whenever user clicks on login, then also request will go to the server. Server will search for login.html page. Now in login.html page, what is there? Let us assume this is my login.html. Here I designed something like enter username, and here I'll try to take one text box. Input to type is equal to text, and here I'll give some name is equal to some name. Similarly, enter password. Here also I will take some input to type is equal to password. Some HTML design page, this one. Okay, and here I'll try to take one button. Now this HTML code will execute on browser, and it will display this login form. Now once when user enter the username and password and click on sign in button, then also request will go to the server. Now this time the request is considered as post request. Means whatever the input you are giving in username and password, these inputs will submit to the server. Okay, na? So multiple times there is a communication between browser and server. Is it clear? The communication is between browser and server is due to HTTP protocol. HTTP is a communication protocol. For more videos, try to subscribe to my channel, share, like, and click the bell icon. So here the communication between browser and server is due to HTTP protocol. Is it clear? Now, what happened in normal web application development? If you develop the web application by using ASP.NET or JSP or servlets or PHP or any server-side technologies, every time when the request is going to the server, the entire page will be loaded. The main problem in normal web application is page refreshment. The page will be loaded. The page postback is the problem in normal web application development. And every time the page will get refreshed, every time the page will get be loaded. So unnecessarily burden on server. Is it clear? So this is a common problem that was identified in all web application developments. Okay, every time the page will be refreshed. What is the problem of page refreshment means? Again the designing code will execute. Every time the code will get executed. That is the problem. So what is the beautiness of Ajax means? Ajax will submit the request to the server without page refreshment. Is it clear? Ajax will submit the request to the server without page refreshment. For example, I will take one small example. So generally, whenever you develop any web application, I already told you, this application consists of what? Files. Application consists of what? Files, and these files are basically divided into two types. One is design files, other one is code files. Design files and what? Code files. Design file means what? .html. For example, design file consists of only designing related code is available in design file. Some logic is available in code files. This is designing code is there in design files, and logic is available in code files. Logic means what? Generally, if you server side code means definitely it will support OOPs. For example, if I declare one class, in this class I will try to declare one method, something like check user is valid or invalid, and here I will try to write some database related code. Now here I have one database is there. In database, the data will be stored in the form of table, which is collection of rows and columns. Let us assume there is one table with name login with two columns. I will try to give. One is username, other one is password. Here I will try to give Anil is username, Anil is password. And here if I take Sunil is username, Sunil is password. If you develop any web application, whether you are a Java or .NET or Python or PHP developer, your application consists of one database. The database is kept in database server like SQL server or Oracle. Some database server you can take. Similarly, your application is kept in web server. This is your web server. Is it clear? This is your web server. Web server means what? Some JBoss or Apache or IIS. So web server consists of what? Application. Database server consists of database. Now this is your browser. This is your what, all of you? Browser. Now here what will happen? Let us assume here I have one file called some login file is there. Let us assume login.aspx and login.aspx.cs. If you take a .NET related file, you have two files are there. One is .aspx file, other one is .aspx.cs file. .aspx consists of which code? Design code. .aspx.cs consists of what? Code, logic. Is it clear? Now here first what will happen? User will open browser and enter URL. Is it clear? Here user, here who is there? User will open what? Browser and enter what? URL. Something like http://localhost:1086/login.aspx. Then what will happen? Request will go to server. Request will go to server. Here server will search for login.aspx. Login.aspx space and it will execute server side code and convert into into .html file. Your server side controls will again convert into HTML file and it will load HTML file in browser. It will load HTML in browser. Okay na? Now here what will happen? Now here I will get the design. Enter username, enter what? Password. Now this is my, here I will try to take one text box, one more text box. And here I will try to take one button called sign in. Okay na? Now if the request is get request, if the request is going through URL, then design code will get executed. Which code will execute? Design code. Now when user will enter the username and what? Password and click on this button, click on this sign in button, again the request will go to the server. Now this time this request is considered as post request. Now if the request is post request, maximum code will execute, logic will execute. Now whenever user clicks on button, this method will get executed. But whenever this method will executed, what is the problem is the total page will refresh. Page refreshment means along with this method, some other methods also will get executed. Nearly some page level methods are there. .NET or Java, you have a lot of page level methods are there. What method you want to execute, apart from that method, some other designing code, again it will execute, again the code will execute. But my requirement is, whenever user clicks on sign in, without refreshing the entire page, I want to execute only this method without page refreshment. Then I have to take the support of Ajax. So Ajax will submit the request to the server. When Ajax will come, browser to server communication, then only Ajax will come. So Ajax will send the request to the server. In server, one method is there. In that method, will write the database related code. So this logic will communicate with the database and it will check whether login user is valid or not. If the login user is valid, it will again send the result back to the server. Now server will send the result back to the browser. So what is the beautiness of Ajax means? Ajax will submit the request to the server without page refreshment. But we cannot directly work with what? Ajax. If you want to work with Ajax, you must have take the support of jQuery or Angular. Okay na? In jQuery, you have some ready-made methods that are available. So Ajax is asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Ajax will submit the request to the server without page refreshment. Without refreshing the page, you have to submit the request to the server. Ajax is common for everyone, either Java, .NET, PHP, Python. Anyone must have the knowledge on this Ajax. But if you want to work with Ajax, you cannot directly take the support of JavaScript or jQuery or Angular. So in the next video, I will explain more about this Ajax. Try to share, subscribe and click the bell icon. Thank you. Have a nice day.